What up, manifestors? It's day 4. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I can't believe, I feel like honestly these last 4 days have been so beautiful. I don't know about you guys. I've had an amazing opportunity to work with you for the last 4 days. It just feels like such a blessing. Yes, I am wearing my robe. I am in total nighttime mode. It's totally time for bed for me. Renee, Amanda, Chrissy, so excited to see you guys jumping on. Thank you, Amanda. My mother actually got me this robe. I like it very much. Kristen Kelly is my fucking rock star. I'm so proud of her. Kristen just signed on one-on-one with me for her 6-month journey. I'm so pumped, Kristen, seriously. Really honored you guys were all on here. Hey, Laura, Victoria, that's so many. I love giving you guys these shout outs. Oh, so beautiful. For real. Good evening, pretty lady. Dawn. Hi, Kristen. Kristen's doing happy dances. Hey, Nicole. How you feeling, Nicole? Nicole and I just had a call today, one-on-one. It was a very good call. So, I am really excited for this part of the training. Really excited. Hey, Chrissy. And Amber's on. So I want to tell you guys something that's going on. If you've been feeling like you've been getting a lot out of this, that you've really been growing and improving and you want to take it to the next level, I know I said this on last call because I made an accident and released it early. I had an accident and I released it early, but the 12-week brand new me masterclass is now live. Enrollment is now open is what I mean. So this class for the next 12 weeks after this, it starts on May 9th. So you guys have some time to really think about this and make the decision to grow and improve and change your life. That 12-week class starts on May 9th. It's now open for enrollment if you go on whatisperfection.com. We already have 4 or 5 awesome guys from this group who have made the beautiful decision to start their journey. I know Brandy did it, Chrissy did it. There's so many more of you, and I think that really just feeling the energy of this tribe gets me so excited for the masterclass because you're just going to be rolling that positivity into that transformation course. So now that that's out of the way, now that the housekeeping's out of the way, guess what we're doing today? We're manifesting more confidence. So I got you guys dreaming on the last challenge, right? I loved watching all of you guys put some of those things that you were gonna do into your daily routine in order to enhance those four compartments of confidence. Remember, we talked about this on the last call. The 4 components that make up a confident human being. Feeling beautiful, feeling like you have a purpose, feeling loved, feeling like you're connected to your beliefs and your values. When you do all of that, guys, you are gonna feel confident. It's just what happens, and it's an amazing experience. So I want to get you guys into the mindset of, hey, the past is in the past. Everything that happened up until this point in my life, it doesn't matter if it doesn't serve me. I'm getting rid of it, and now I'm moving forward. So that's what yesterday was really about. And so today, I am challenging you guys to start looking at yourselves as tigers. Now, I know you've seen this in the email. I know you've seen me even comment about it. I think Dawn actually brought it up in the last video. She's like, I'm a tiger. I want to tell you where this comes from because it's really important and it's so powerful. There is a story, I would call it a myth, but I believe that this is based on some sort of real story. There's a story of a tiger who actually grew up among sheep. And this tiger grew up among sheep with no other tigers around him, thinking that he was a sheep. So he actually learned how to bat, and he was eating grass, and he was really kind, and he didn't understand anything else because that was how he was created and raised in this environment. And so then, I'm getting hot, so I'm taking this off, guys. Just to share this with you, this is my shirt. Look, it says, Namaste in bed. Yeah. Okay, so back to the story. So this tiger really thinks that he's a sheep, and he's been living among sheep his whole entire life. And then one day, another adult tiger comes around and goes, hey, yo, what you doing? What you doing, tiger? You out of your mind? And so he starts to roar, and the little tiger that's been living among sheep starts to roar, and he learns from this big tiger. And so here's the moral of the story, guys. It's that if you are all tigers living among sheep. And everybody out there who's been listening on these series of videos, this series of training, all of you are fucking tigers. But you've been living among sheep because you're so jaded by your past experiences. You're so jaded by the people around you who tell you that you can't do things, or you shouldn't do things, or it's not safe, or it's too expensive, or you can't do this, or you can't do that, or you're too fat, or you're too ugly, or you're not pretty enough. Whatever it is, those are the sheep that are trying to make you live like a sheep. And you're in this tribe because you got a fire in your belly, because you're hungry for something more, and you believe that you deserve better. So we're all coming out of this like tigers. I never want any of my girls, anybody in the WIP tribe, to be a sheep. You got problems with it, you're having a hard time with it. See, Laura and Dawn are like, I love this story, because it's a story that we can all relate to. All of us, you know, I went on this journey so many times in my life where I felt like I had to mold into being what other people wanted me to be, or what other people around me were being. I was trying to fit in, right? Enough of that bullshit, right? We want to stand out. We want to be embraced for our differences, and we want to love ourselves for our uniqueness, because that's what's going to make us thrive in this world. So, before the challenge, you're going to hear me roar. Isn't that a Katy Perry song? I think my fiance thinks she's really hot, right? Hey, Pam. Okay, so I don't care how long this takes. I don't care how much time it takes for you guys. I am determined to give you the confidence that you've been longing for. So here's what's going to happen today. You're all going to fucking become tigers. And if a tiger is a spirit animal that you can't relate to, I don't care, pick something else. You are all going to empower yourselves. And we're going to do something which is really beautiful. You know, Pam actually shared something in the group, bullet journaling stuff, right? She shared these pictures of her bullet journals. Really, really beautiful, Pam. I love that you shared that. That's gorgeous. We're going to take that to a whole new level, and we're going to do desire diagrams. Oh yeah, you could be a wolf, Amberly. Be a fucking rock star, whatever you want to be, right? So we're all going to take the bulletproof, we're taking our journaling skills to a new level, and we're going to do desire diagrams. And so what this is, I really teach this in more detail, the Brand New Me 6-week masterclass, 12-week masterclass. You guys got to get in there. It's a 12-week program, okay? If you have questions, I'll answer them at the end of the course, end of this training about the program. But okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the word. Remember in the email and in the post I put in this group, I said, come up with your word. I want you to right now share your word with me. What is your word? The word that you want to be. Is it badass? Is it brilliant? Is it beautiful? Is it rock star? Is it soul searcher? Is it dream catcher? What is that word? I want you guys to take some time to share them in the group here with me. Victoria, I saw you share this one before. Shield Maiden. I would love to know where that comes from. Fierce. Amanda says fierce, but fierce what? Let's come up with like a fierce woman, a fierce battle goddess, a fierce, badass warrior goddess. I love that. Oh, so good. So rich. Give me some more, guys. There's 12 of you on here. Kick-ass warrior. Ooh, I like that. Really good. Beautiful. So here's the thing. You guys have been, badass bitch. What's really powerful about cursing, I need to just get this out there. I've actually only had one complaint about my cursing, and it was from my dad. My dad jumped on a video once that I was talking about how parents fuck us over, right? Because our parents screw us up. There's all these limiting beliefs that we have in our head because of our parents. And I was doing this video, and he jumped on, and I'm thinking like, oh my God, my dad is going to hate me because I'm talking trash about him. Like, I was so nervous. And his response was like, you really shouldn't curse on your videos. No, he said cuss. He said, you shouldn't really cuss on your videos, Lauren. And I realized there's a reason I do it, guys. First of all, it's called oh my God, pattern interruption. Okay, it's pattern interruption. I almost drew a blank. But pattern interruption is really to get the urge and the fire in your belly to really take massive action. Curse words are taboo, but they're also really empowering. So I forget who wrote it up here, but somebody used a curse word in their new name for themselves. Badass bitch, Chrissy. Chrissy wrote badass bitch. Well, you know what? If that fucking empowers you, use the curse word. Light it up. Make it feel good. Brandy, I'm so honored to see you jumping on here. Brandy's in the 12-week master class. Woo, woo, woo. So pumped. It's okay. Sorry you're late, no big deal. You go back and watch the rest when you're done. So what we're doing, Brandy, is we're honoring the word that brought us here today for our training. You guys are going to tell me the word that you picked that you wanted to model your new label. We've been labeled up until now as victims, as mentally ill, as divorced, as heartbroken, as not good enough. We're picking a new label. So we're going to do some desire diagramming today. I'm trying to see if I have a pen and paper. Yes. Oh, I do. Okay. I usually have a whiteboard. A beautiful client of mine sent me a whiteboard because I was always writing on paper. And now here I am writing on paper again. So desire diagramming is really powerful. This is a concept I use when things are complicated in our heads, guys, and we have a hard time wrapping our head around what it is that we want. You know you want confidence. You're having a hard time wrapping your head around it. Desire diagramming is amazing. So what we're going to do, I guess this is okay, right? I'm not writing anything out because Facebook is always backwards in the videos, but this is what's going to happen. You're going to put your word at the top, okay? So you're going to pick your big word. I'll put a W here. So you're going to put your big word at the top, and you're going to, when you're done with this training, I want you to decorate it and make it pretty. There's no PDF guide for today's training because I want you guys to be the creator. This is us brainstorming our future. So warrior, tiger, fierce diva, badass, whatever the word is, it's going to go here. And now we're going to figure out what the fuck that means, right? Because you know it feels good. You know it makes you hungry. You know it gets you excited. We're going to figure out what it means. So I want you to take 3 legs, okay? 3 legs. And I want you to come up with 3 words underneath that they mean. So I'm going to challenge Amelia. You're a warrior tiger. 3 words that means. Like if warrior tiger was the word that I picked, 3 words that means would be strong or resilient, lovable, and what would be a 3rd word for tiger? Maybe abundant. That's what comes to my head. So now I want you guys, if you've been participating up until now and you posted your word, even if you didn't, I want you to tell me the 3 words underneath it. See, words have meanings to us, guys, right? So your word has a meaning to you. So desire diagramming is going to take that word and dig deeper. So if your word is fierce diva, I'm going to come up with one for mine. Like I'm going to say that mine is a loving goddess. Let's just say loving goddess. Like I'm going to use that. Never use that term for myself ever. But let's say that's my word at the top. I put my word at the top up here. And my 3 underneath, I would probably think for 3 words underneath for loving goddess, I would put abundance, because love is abundant, right? Happiness and love, right? And then maybe my 3rd one, I would use power. Oh, see, look, Amber Lee says fierce goddess, loving, giving, and powerful. Okay, Amber Lee, you win the prize for tonight because that is gorgeous. That is beautiful. We're going to run with it for the example of the group. I want to make sure I leave some time to answer questions about the 12-week masterclass. So what you're going to do for your challenge today is you're going to draw a big, beautiful map of the human that you are. Because this word that you came up with, this term, this phrase, fierce goddess, belladonna, beautiful. I think of Athena, the goddess of, Athena is a beautiful goddess. So what you guys want to do is you want to honor your inner soul, this identity that you have, your warrior tiger, your inner goddess, your badass bitch, whatever it is, right? And you want to come up with those 3 words. And I love Amber Lee's example here because she's saying to her, fierce goddess means loving, giving, and powerful. Now ready? Here's the catch. What you don't realize is that this whole entire time we've been doing this training, you've been doing some subconscious work. You've been doing some real subconscious work. So Amber Lee, when you look at that list of being loving, giving, and powerful, that's what drives you as a human being. That's what makes you tick as a human being. And you may not have even realized it because you're trying to answer these questions as some hypothetical because you gave it this alternate name, this fierce goddess. But guess what? That's you. That's who you are. So you're going to identify your inner human, your inner soul, your inner purpose, right? So you're going to do that, and then you're going to come up with your 3 words, and then those are the 3 words that you are going to be living every single day to fulfill, honor, and satisfy, because that's what will make you confident and happy and complete as a human being. Forget the body image. Forget the amount of money you need to make. Forget the amount of love you need to receive. If you're honoring your words every single day, nothing else matters. Does that make sense to you guys? Give me a like or a thumbs up if you've had a breakthrough on this call at any point thus far. I would love to hear it. Yes, Laura, Chris. Oh, amazing. Look at you guys. Dawn, Laura, Renee, you guys are phenomenal. Yeah. So here's the thing. When we've been focusing, everybody came into this training focusing on lack. They've been focusing on what they don't have. And now here you are creating this beautiful desire map, this beautiful desire diagram of the human that you are authentically. And I want you to honor that. I want you to take time to honor that every single day. Every single fucking day. Amber Lee, I want you to wake up and ask yourself, how can I be loving, giving, and powerful? Now in the beginning, this is going to feel hard to you because you're stepping into new territory here. You are no longer focusing on your weight. You are no longer focusing on the amount of money you make, all that lack bullshit that brought you to the table, right? You're going to start having to make a shift in your mind where you're not focusing on what you don't have. You're focusing on creating more of what you want. And that's going to be different for you. It's going to be challenging. So one of the things I always suggest to my clients who start their self-love journey is that once you know those 3 words, make a checklist. You know, one of the things I did, actually, you see those tiny books over there? Those are little books underneath Buddha, and they're actually journals that I kept by my bedside for quite a while, and every night before I went to bed, I would honor my words. So I would ask myself, how was I'm grateful for what today? Because I was not grateful. I was so miserable. I had nothing to be grateful for. I was broke as a joke, really struggling to love myself, unhealthy relationships, total chaos. So what I did every day, because it was foreign to me, what am I grateful for today? And every night I would write down 3 things. And then when gratitude was okay, I started focusing on new words like powerful, love, giving, like Amber Lee says. And I would focus on those words. And every day, every night before bed, I'd write down the 3 words and ask myself, how did I feel that way today? And I had to re-rack my brain for positive thoughts, which is really hard to do when you're living a miserable life. But what happens is, all of a sudden, life becomes wonderful. Because slowly over time, you're actually creating more of what you want in your life because you're focusing on it. So you'll sit down and you'll think, hey, I experienced love today when my daughter hugged me, and I just remember she said something so sweet and it made me feel so good and so connected, and that was love. And you feel it and you feel into it and you embrace what it feels like, and hey, guess what? More of it comes your way. The more you focus on what you want, the more you will get what you want. It's really simple, guys. So your homework is I want you to make that beautiful desire map. I want you to share it with the group. I love seeing you guys post your progress and like the steps you've been taking. It's really, really awesome. Writing up your lists, drawing your pictures, doing the diagrams, ripping things up. I mean, it's so motivating to me. So we have 10 minutes left on this call. I want to answer any questions you guys have about the master class, okay? This is a 12-week master class intensive with me, and you get one-on-one coaching in a group of whoever decides to join. I mean, we're hoping to lock in about 10 people. So far we have 5, so there's a couple of spots left. I really want to have you guys dream big about the possibilities of what comes after this, because I know you guys are all on this beautiful powerhouse journey, this momentum, this crazy awesomeness stuff that just keeps coming up for you. And I want to be there to guide you through the process of making it happen more in your life. So let me see if there's any comments here. I want you guys to ask anything that you have to ask. Oh, Renee is having a hard time with her 3 words. Okay. So Renee, what was your tell me what your big word was when we were doing this, your big top piece. I would love to know. After 4 days, I'm starting to be okay with what I look like and not care what other people think. Amanda, that's fucking beautiful. You should never care what other people think because you're fucking gorgeous, so who cares? Honestly. Hope, I love your 3 words. Dawn says, powerful, fierce, and protective. Ooh, I love it. Okay. Renee, tell me, I haven't seen your response yet. I would love to know what your 3 words, your big top thing was, so I could help you answer. I could help answer any questions you have. Does anybody have questions about the masterclass, the 12-week masterclass? Anybody have thoughts about it? Wondering how much it costs? Nobody's asked about the money. The money's always a scary thing, right, guys? How many of you are scared of investing in yourself? Can you give me a thumbs up or a like or a heart so I know to talk about this? Who's scared about spending money on themselves? Ooh, Kristen Kelly. Kristen Kelly's scared to do this, but Kristen Kelly just did this, so she's a fucking rock star. So, yeah, wow, so this is popping up for a lot of people. Laura's getting this too. Thank you for asking about cost, Amberly. Money is scary for a lot of people. Money is still scary for me sometimes. I mean, money is a really big issue. Some of us feel really bad investing in ourselves when we want to make a change because up until now, we've tried everything, right? I remember this on my journey when I was trying to change my life. Dawn was terrified, and then Dawn signed up with me, and look what happened, Dawn. Seriously. Lauren, do you have something a little cheaper because the money is tight right now? So, Amanda, my challenge to you is that I do not want you to use the word cheap. Cheap is not in your vocabulary. You want to say something like, is there something of a lower cost? Because your words will dictate how you feel about yourself. And I never want you to ever spend any money on yourself that feels cheap because you're better than that. So be careful about the words you choose. So yeah, I would tell you, my advice to you is this. If you're scared of investing in yourself, ask yourself why. Why am I scared of investing in myself? This is something I did, guys. I was broke as a joke, took out all of this money I didn't have, went to a fucking seminar across the country, and my life changed. But I did it with no money. I had no money, and I had to find it to make it work. And I'm sure many of you guys are in that position where you feel like you want to change something, and you can't. Yeah, Dawn, I stopped using the word cheap a long time ago because I felt like it was a worthless feeling to me. You know, when I bought something for myself because it was cheap, I felt cheap. And I shouldn't ever feel cheap about what I do for myself. I love myself. I care for myself. And you guys want to feel the same exact way. So if you're out there really struggling to make a decision for money, I want you to ask yourself these questions. If money was not an option, would I do it and would I be excited about it? That's always the first thing I ask myself when I'm trying to invest. If money was not an option or not an issue, would I be excited about this and would I do it? And if the answer is yes, right? Yeah. See, Amanda's saying, I'm afraid to invest in myself and don't feel any different. Yeah. So this is something, I love this. And Amanda, I really love this because this is you living in fear from your old story. So what happens is when you're on a journey to change, right? When anybody's on a journey to change, they go through this process of really trying to grow, stretch, and improve, but then money comes in the way. Whether it's a gym membership, whether it's a course for a school education, whether it's this master class, whether it's hiring a coach or hiring a personal trainer, whatever it may be, you want to grow and you want to stretch, but something gets in the way. It's your fear. So your fear comes up in ways of saying, well, sure, you could find the money to do this if you really tried, but what if you still end up exactly where you are now? That's you and your old story. Your old story is that you can never get what you want. Your old story is that you can never create anything different for yourself. Your old story is that you're financially struggling. And so what happens is you literally have to come hit your old story face to face and break through it to create something new. So the masterclass is a 12-week program, and it's $497 or 3 payments of $187. And for a long time, something like that, selling something like that to me would have felt weird. And now I understand it, because as a coach, now that I've leveled up, I realize that when I have clients who invest in a higher price in themselves, they go balls to the wall, all out or nothing, and they give it 110% on their journey. And that's what I want for all of you. I want all of you to have that amazing opportunity to grow and to change. And when you come into something thinking it's cheap or thinking it's like, you know, reasonably priced, it's kind of like, yeah, well, I'll try this, but if I don't, you know, if I get busy or if I screw it up or if it doesn't work, then it's okay. And you all deserve better than that. You all deserve to prove to yourself that you're worth an investment. Amberly is a beautiful example of this. Money is there. It's a matter of finding it among all the stress. She learned this. So Amberly and I had to work a lot to rewrite her money story. She's been a beautiful example of what the transformation of personal development can do for somebody's life. It's amazing. She has manifested so much in the short amount of time that we've worked together, but she didn't do it out of nowhere. She did it because she had to grow to meet herself at that level of investing in herself. So that's what I would say to all you guys, no matter what you choose. I am not attached to any of you guys coming on and joining the masterclass. It would be an honor. I would love all of you guys to do it. But what I am attached to as a coach is teaching you guys how to break away from this story. And this story of not having enough money, of not having the financial resources to create what you deserve, this story is not serving you. And this story is exactly what's standing in your way of creating the life you deserve. So I want to end this training because I promised myself it would be full half hour. So here's what I'm going to say. I have this beautiful friend, Chris Britton, who I always talk about when I give these examples. Chris has a similar story of mine. She was broke when she was starting her own self-love journey. She was really, really struggling, and she had no money to pay for what she wanted. She found a coach. She found this beautiful woman that was going to change her life, and she believed in everything she represented. She was ready to learn from her, but she had nothing to pay. So here's what she did. She went around her house and she sold shit. She sold her Wii. She sold her television. I mean, this girl, when you want something, talk about wanting something. This woman was so fucking driven to get what she wanted. So all of you out there who don't have the money for what you want, get hungry for it. Want it badly enough so that the money will figure its way out. The money is there. The money is hiding. It's hiding in corners of your mind, in back pockets of your limiting belief, and you got to break away from it in order to do something about it. You really do. And the money mindset is really the biggest breakaway when it comes to confidence, because if you want to be confident, you got to be confident in yourself to invest in yourself. Confident people invest in themselves, and that's what you're all doing here today. That's what's so beautiful about this tribe, is you've all invested your time. Time is an energy just like money, and you've all invested your time, and you made time. You found time, right? You were hungry for it. You came up with the time to make this happen, and I want you guys to make this happen too for yourself, because you all deserve it. So homework tonight. I love all of you guys. I got to jump on another call at 8:30. Homework tonight. I want you to break down this diagram of desire, the big word at the top, the 3 at the bottom, and then I want you to come up with a plan to create more of those feelings in your life. Are you going to journal every day at night before your bedside? Are you going to say a blessing every morning to attract more of that? Whatever that is. Yeah, Pam, give up smoking or wasting money on drinking. I quit drinking months ago. It was the best decision of my life. So anyway, I love all of you. Great job today. So proud. Break through those limiting beliefs, break through the mindset, and start creating that abundance that you all fucking deserve. You're amazing. I love all of you. Thank you so much for